I'm joined by one of the K's legends in attendance this afternoon, John McCormack, 211 goals in 273 games. That's some stat. You must be really proud of that.
Yeah, I am, but I put most of it down to the rest of the team, to be quite honest. I'm not trying to be modest, but people you've met in the clubhouse, like Tony Slade, he'd get everything kicked out of him so that he could release me with the ball.
So you had a good set of players around you.
Yeah, Rod Hayder, Dennis Montague. I was really the finishing. We played to a pattern 4-2-4, and me and Tony were the two strikers up front. He'd knock it to Tony, he'd lay it off for me to score. I'm not a Bobby Trainer, because Bobby Trainer covers every inch of the pitch.
I was going to ask you about Bobby Trainer. How do you rate him as a centre forward in your own mould?
Well, Bobby Trainer does far more running than I ever did. I used to stay up front, wait for the ball. Bobby's back in defence, heading it out. Great admiration for him, but from an attacking player's point of view, I'd like to see him up the front more, looking more to go for the goal, because with Dean's, I consider Dean our main threat at the moment.
Dean Lodge.
Yeah, because he can play off Bobby and he's very quick, and I really like him, good player. But Bobby Trainer did much more work than me, and we're not in the same class because I never run a foul. I never got out the penalty area a lot of the time. So credit where credit's due. I think he's a good player.
And you played your career case at the old ground at Richmond Road. What was the atmosphere like down there on a big match day?
Very good, very good. It was quite funny. We used to come out first half and play, and things were quite normal. When we come out in the second half, we'd be kicking to the Richmond Road end. All of a sudden, all these people had appeared because they opened the gates and let everybody in at half time.
At half time.
In the first half, you got 100 people there, and you kick off for the second half, and there's about 2,500, 3,000. But it led to a great atmosphere. Great atmosphere. It was the thing to do. Kick the other way in the first half, kick the Richmond Road end in the second half. That was
the home end. And what if you had to pick a highlight of your K's career? Can you put a finger on a specific game or?
I personally particularly enjoyed a game against Hendon when Johnny Ashworth was playing. He used to play here, and I got a couple of goals. I was particularly pleased with the second goal. I consider it my best goal. But just talking about players, if I can, I'd like to say, which will please the Wimbledon supporters, the best player I ever played against was Roy Law, Wimbledon centre half. Terrific player. I've just been talking to Tony Slade, and I just asked him who was the best player you ever played against, and he said Roy Law, because we were both playing against him as we were double centre forwards. We were both playing against him, and he was just an amazing player, really was, and never got any change out of him at all, as Tony would say. I only scored 2 goals against Wimbledon, and he wasn't playing.
Right.
So, all the times we played them, and my total sum, Roy Law, was 2 goals, and he wasn't even playing that day.
And how do you rate the modern game? How you watch K's now, obviously. How do you rate the difference between back then and now?
Fitness is better. Football's quicker, more skillful. People sort of say, you look back in nostalgia and things seem better, but players today are fitter, quicker, more skillful. Ours was more sort of, we were amateur players. We trained twice a week, but I watch the players these days, and they're doing things that we never, not only didn't we think to do, we weren't encouraged to do. If we tried to sort of do a clever back heel, we'd get told off at half time.
Yeah.
Especially if we get balled away. But that's all part of the game now. I don't know if you saw the game. Our second goal last week, when
against Hastings.
Yeah, it was a back heel ball to Bobby, and Bobby knocked it in. That was good, classy, skillful football. I didn't really consider our game to be particularly skillful, and we weren't encouraged to be skillful. And that leads me to a story that was quite amazing, because we used to train twice a week, and then someone decided that when we trained on a Tuesday and Thursday, we never had a football. We just ran around the pitch and never had a football.
It's just a fitness thing.
Yeah, and I asked why, and I was told that if we don't have the ball during the week, we'll be hungry for the ball on a Saturday. But where do you develop your ball skills?
Yeah.
You can't do it in a game. You know, and that's the sort of thing I was talking about, players being more skillful. We're probably a fit side, yeah, but you can't play football on a minimum ball skills, you know, which I just, it only kept going for 3 or 4 months, and then I decided it was not a good idea, because everyone was falling over when they got the ball.
All good. I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Do appreciate it. It's great to see so many other people down here as well. Like all the legends, like proper legends as well.